Let me show you that, viewers. So now Pakistan has reacted, pardon me. Now Pakistan has reacted, viewers, to India's US trade deal. Netizens are power. All right, viewers, so let me take you through that. Now, Pakistan reacts to India-US trade deal. Netizens are rattled. Now, India will become a superpower like America in the next 10 to 15 years, and we will be sneaking across the border like Mexico, America's neighbor. That's one reaction coming in. Now, another reaction to the US trade deal. Now, it seems Trump gave a lollipop to the Pakistani field marshal, got his work done, and now he's become Modi's friend. Trump announced a trade deal with India, immediately declared a reduction in tariffs, and called Modi one of my biggest friends, a powerful and respected leader of his country. Now, US President Donald Trump says we've agreed on a trade deal between the US and India, under which the US will reduce reciprocal tariffs, bringing them down from 25% to 18%. In the past 2 hours, Trump has made 3 posts on the social media platform Truth Social regarding India and has also spoken with PM Modi. Donald Trump played a splendid game. Throughout this entire time, he didn't even let my favorite field marshal realize that he's become a fool. Donald Trump climbed Asim Munir onto a bamboo and threw him straight into Gaza. Well played, Donald Trump. Caught between the two, Asim Munir is trapped. Janu Jagat, it seems, is giving tours ahead. India's shining Mercedes has collided with Asim Munir's garbage truck. That's another reaction. Is our field marshal any less than anyone else? Is what this netizen is asking viewers. Sarah kept giving whatever Trump kept demanding, even joined the peace board. And yet the tariff is 19% and India is 18%. Why don't they understand that until we strengthen ourselves economically, no one will give us a permanent slap in the face? Whenever the servant sold, he sold sheep. A trade agreement has been finalized between America and India, announcing a reduction in tariffs to promote mutual trade. Now, the real question is that what steps is our government taking to secure such economic opportunities on a global level? India did not nominate Trump for a Nobel Prize, yet still gets better tariff deal than Pakistan. Other than the opportunity to apply extra layers of cherry blossom, what has Trump actually given to Pakistan? While Trump kept lifting, Modi lifted Trump himself and took him away. That's the difference between public representatives and scoundrel representatives. Curses unaccountable upon the favorite field marshal and his minions. So that's, of course, viewers, a lot of hate within Pakistan. And of course, Pakistan quite rattled and frustrated with what is happening. Very, very interesting reactions, viewers, that we just collated for you. And of course, now I want to go across to my guest, Ambassador Manju Seth. She's a former diplomat. And I also have Mr. Sanjeev Srivastava, Foreign Affairs expert, joining me on the broadcast. I want to go across to Ambassador Manju Seth. Ambassador Manju Seth, let's open with your opening comments.
Okay, Pakistan will understandably be, rattled by all what is happening. But the fact remains that India has been, consistent. And it has, and I think that, the fact that we signed this EU trade deal and other trade deals very smoothly, and while maintaining and, our sensitive sectors, out of the deals and not bowing down or cowing down to pressure. I think America also has understood this, that it was important for them as well to get this matter sorted out. And you can see that this has resulted in this agreement. But what the nitty-gritties are, that is yet to be signed out and, to be finalized. But I think, our main concerns and their main concerns will have to be addressed for any mutually beneficial deal. And I think that has been done from all accounts. But the exact details, we have to wait to see what exactly has been agreed to and not agreed to. But today's statement by our side, by the Union side, that dairy and agriculture sensitive issues have been, or sensitive products have been kept out of the trade deal. So we have to, we have to ensure that they remain out of it, because that will be, harmful for us. And similarly, for meeting what the US's demands, I think that we have agreed to most of, what is not impacting us directly, they agreed to increase because the trade balance was, in our favor. So we have to, widen the basket, the import basket from the US, and I think that we have agreed to. If the products are competitive, we will import them and they will be in the market. So I think it's a win-win situation for both sides.
All right, Ambassador Manju Seth, I'll come back to you. And we have all right, we don't have Mr. Sanjeev Srivastava yet, so I am going to come back to you, Ambassador Seth. Now, my question to you is that, is this frustration more about India's gains or about Pakistan feeling strategically sidelined by Washington?
But also, I think, given that, the US president's, sort of unpredictability and back and forth on many issues, I think, I think he likes keeping everybody, on their toes. One day, one thing, one day is one signaling, the next is another signaling or messaging, and I think that is continuing. So I don't think they would completely sideline Pakistan, if they feel it's in their, or they perceive it's in their interest to continue with this kind of, going up, sort of giving preference to India over Pakistan or vice versa. But that, I think, is all part of the strategy that President Trump has adopted of seeing, of how he can, ensure that American interests are met. I think that is his bottom line, and he's not very, considerate about your interests. But I think he's beginning to realize that it has to be mutual, and I think he will course correct, and we hope to see a better balanced approach to world affairs. But it's urgent, but we still have to wait.
Ambassador Seth, now the fact that the US is openly rewarding countries that align more visibly with its Ukraine war stance, what do you have to say about that?
He is little favorable towards them, but yes, as I said, he keeps changing. His approach is, in a particular direction on one day, changes the next day, and so it is a continuous uncertainty is there, or we don't know what's next. And I think that for some time at least will remain part of President Trump's approach to world affairs. But I believe that if he really wants to ensure America's interest, I think he has to take a more balanced view. But I think that is for him to decide and for his country to decide how they want to manage their affairs with other countries.
Ambassador Seth,